Hey guys, so this is a little dating advice that I just thought of now. Um, when I was a teenager, I'm speaking for all the teenagers out there who are too shy right now to ask the girl out. I I really hope you take this advice because you really need it. I know you're in your own world. You'll listen to whatever vibes with you. But I was a total, like, carefree kind of person. I was obsessed with girls, but I didn't show it, so they didn't go after me. Anyways, when I got older, my desperation for a girl got increased. Now, this is the bad part. I went on a trip to meet a girl, and I made a stupid online basically dating thing where I made a page and basically said, "Do they call you crazy?" or basically, "No one can stand you" or whatever, but you're totally loving or whatnot. Basically, I was pointing out that, like, if they don't love you, I will. Yeah, don't have that mentality. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now the experience I had. Okay, so I dated the girl. I was nice as hell right up until I had sex. Then I turned into a dick like all the other guys do. I was gonna break up with her. She bawled her eyes out. So I kept the relationship going. I didn't know any better. I didn't have a girlfriend before. And I tried to break up with her like four other times, and I actually couldn't do it because I felt bad for her. I felt bad that she was bawling her eyes out, and I was all like, "Well, I'm not gonna be the dick, so I'm not. I'm gonna keep this relationship going, no matter how painful it is." Anyways, she had very low self-esteem, and mixed with caring too much about others caring for you, that got out of hand fast. She would do anything that, like, since she had low self-esteem, she did things that, like, are like kind of borderline. I might die from this. I'll give you an example. So, you know how highways go up to an insanely high speed, usually roughly 90 kilometers or 100 kilometers, whatever, wherever you live, it's different. But the fastest highway in my town was roughly 90. Anyways, I didn't want to do this. I wanted to take the bridge where there was a fucking sidewalk. I was I was drugged up by love, man. So I did it. And basically what she was all like, "Hey, you know what would be a great idea? If we ran across this 90-kilometer speeding car highway." She was definitely afraid of bridges for some reason, so I did it. Never going to do that ever again. And oh my god, so that's just one scenario. She cared so much about my safety that it was scary. I don't mean like, "Oh, okay, she's making me eat my vegetables so I can grow up big and strong," kind of like, "Oh, it's kind of, like, motherish." No, it was even worse than that. See, I'm a bit of a pothead, and I know there are certain drugs you mess with and certain drugs you don't mess with. Like crack, cocaine, heroin, that stuff, don't touch it in your lifetime and you'll be fine. Anyways, she called weed basically a starter drug. I mean, I guess some people, for them, it's like that. They start off with that drug, don't get the buzz that they're craving over a while, and instead of detoxing their body, they go to extremer drugs just to follow that high. If you're a person who's into spicy foods, I'm sure you can relate to this scenario. So, you eat a spicy food, you go to the next spicy food, then the next, then the next. You're always chasing the spice. And if you don't get the spice that you want, it will taste like garbage to you after a while. That's the mentality, I think. I don't know 100%, but that's basically the mentality that I believe might have happened for some people, but it wasn't for me. I did take more things than I should have, but I stopped and straightened my life out so I don't have any health effects. But anyways, I'm warning you now. She will get scary if you go after the crazy girl. She will try to break your freaking weed pipes by smashing them on the freaking counter while she locks herself into the bathroom so you cannot get to your pot pipe. So, pot pipe bond, whatever you want to call it. I'm just really relaxed right now. Anyways, that was also the instance. She also had very carefree attitudes towards certain subjects. So, like for instance, if you don't like something and you don't want to do it, she will make you do it. She'll drag you along. You could fight all you want, but you're like, I love her though, so I'll do it. Yeah, I'm warning you now. Don't do it, okay? And guess what? This is the last thing that fucking scared me. Okay, so we were in the bedroom. Not going to mention any topics other than the fact that she mentioned no to her meant keep going. Yes, remember that. 8 months later, she called rape on me. Obviously, I know that we were in love. She cared greatly for me, but I mess up one time to try to screw up the relationship permanently, and she calls rape on me. I would never do that to anyone. If she stated that no means no, I would be like, okay, got it. No means yes. Now you're fucking with my brain. Anyways, I learned from that. I learned there are other places and women that I could be more compatible with. But I'm just saying, you might think the easiest pussy is the best pussy, but it's not. There are other women out there. They will probably treat you better. They might be crazy, but most of the time they will be at a state of craziness that you can tolerate. If you go for the desperate girl that wants you, and you are all like, oh my god, finally I got a girlfriend kind of moment. Yeah, don't go there. Don't go there. Go after the one that takes you a couple months to actually get into the relationship. That's a stable relationship. Wait a couple months, and if they don't think you're interested in them, oh well, they're just whores. I'm sorry, but that's what you are if you go from guy to guy and don't wait out a couple months for the relationship to develop into a possible romantic relationship. Anyways, for the love of God, stay strong. Virginity, I'm going to say right now, virginity means absolutely shit. Not a lot of people would agree with that, but I do. I honestly had my first sexual experience and I was all like, that's it. See, you want to have that mentality right then and there. Because if you continue, you will get addicted to sex. Most guys end up doing this. I'm saying for the life of you, if you want to build a very positive lifestyle, you need to disconnect from sex and the girl. You need to focus more on her needs in an appropriate manner. Don't follow up by saying no to something and then she withholds sex. because most guys can't deal with that. I'm telling you right now, you can deal with it. It takes practice. If you don't, if you don't feel like, oh, well, I'll just go with her because she's withholding sex. What am I gonna do? Go to a freaking sex store and buy yourself a fake vagina. You can get ones that fucking vibrate. Women can't vibrate unless you hit their G-spot right, but that's a whole nother thing. Anyways, you can get whatever you want at a sex shop. You can get your phone, your computer. You can see a pretty girl on the news channel if that's your thing. Anyways, all that junk is open to you. Just don't tell her and you're golden. Now, I just made this video to warn the young viewers out there that easy sex might seem like a win at first. After a little while, that win will fade, and that win will seem like such a victory at the time. And then the calls start to happen. The text messages start to happen. You value your looks? You're not going to get that because you'll lose sleep. If you text her like just randomly like saying good night, I love you. Yeah, guess what? If you go for the easy pussy, they're going to be like, okay, he's cool. I'm going to text him constantly at night. And you better answer every fucking text message that she sends. Because if you don't, you're going to get triple the amount of text messages in the morning. I'm not fucking joking. See, when I was dating crazy women, sorry, I know not all women are crazy, because I know some women in my family and they're perfectly sane, for the most part. We'll not deal with that. Anyways, 20 text messages, 5 to 15 calls when I wake up and look at my phone. I had to put it on silent. I'm not a dick. I am not going to turn off my phone. But I am just stating there are other alternatives. Fight it, people. Fight it until the right girl comes around. You will seriously regret it. And if you're a guy who basically doesn't care about self-image, then go for it and dump her. Because if you're a kind-hearted individual like me, that's going to be a fucking challenge. So if you're cold-hearted, you can go for it. If you have a heart and care for other individuals, it will be extremely hard to get rid of her. Please make the right move. Don't go for easy pussy. Go for the ones that actually make you work for it. And you will be in a much happier and healthier relationship for it.